I'll admit, I am in a state of slight anxiety just in, like, I've never had to juggle this many open moving parts and have to be, like, ready to improvise, like, something, like, potentially big depending, like, like, throw all of the plans. There's the potential for some real major derailment here.
Oh, yes.
But,
It's alright.
yeah,
That's just how we like it.
yeah, exactly. I will, worst comes to worst, I will just be like, hey, can we take a 10-minute break? I need to pick up the pieces of the plan so I can build a new little popsicle stick castle. But 'tis the work of
You need
GM.
to rebuild the Lego we just threw across the room.
That's a perfect way of saying it, but
Oh my god. I'm sorry, that's reminding me. I saw a video of some dad handing his child a Lego X-Wing, the child going and running off to show his mother, slipping, falling, and it just shattering to pieces.
Oh no! Oh
And the
no!
dad's just like,
Oh no!
It's like, at least it's Lego, so you can put it back together.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine
But
it.
it's just that's so sad because the kid was so excited to show it to his mom, and he just slipped on the floor.
Yeah, that's harsh. That's a painful one to learn. Okay, just waiting on Heath to get in here, and then we'll. Oh, well, speak of the devil. There we go. We've got everybody in now. Is he in? Yep. So.
Yeah, just before we start, how many reloads should I be carrying?
In my opinion, generally the default is 2 for a given weapon.
Gotcha.
Sorry, it's been a busy week. I forgot to grab my equipment.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Let me just pull up the.
Yep, and now because Roll20's evolved a lot since the last time we played. There's an entire section that's like you can search. Like it has like the rule book. Like if you go past to like the tab to the right of like your character one, you can like look up like talents. You can look up like arm, like weapons and all that sort of thing. Like
nice.
I don't know how well it works, but yeah, at least for me, it's not working all that well, but that's okay. Because I have the PDF that I can minimize and maximize.
Because, yeah, we kind of forgot to grab gear or anything before we left.
Yeah, I mean, you really didn't know it's, like, you didn't have a lot of information to go off of, so I would give you guys...
Yeah.
I would give you guys, like, just, like, a quick, like, one retcon. I'll let you guys take maybe, like, one item of gear that you would have considered taking with you, knowing that all you know is that it's really goddamn hot, and it's, like, a jungle out there, literally. That's all you knew when you kind of touched down here, and that, you saw, like, those kind of cliff dweller camps on the mesas way above the jungle floor. So, like, I don't know, like a little spray bottle to keep yourself from having heat stroke, which, by the way, is now an actual condition that you could suffer in the game. So those are going to be things that I'm going to have you guys check for: heat stroke, hypoxia, compromised spacesuits. They've added a couple of extra touches. So Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's...
You know what I was supposed to get that I didn't put on my sheet was my compression suit.
Oh yeah. Yep. Feel free to
Yep.
put that on in now if you want. Obviously, like because you're in a breathable atmosphere, you don't need to worry about it. You know, tearing and causing horrible decompression. But I will say, which type is it? The kind of Mark 50 compression suit? I'm trying to remember.
Gotta find it in here.
Because if it's, I mean, a spacesuit's going to be a sealed environment in a sense, so it would it would protect from the effects of extreme temperature. I feel like we can safely assume. Though it would also.
Mark 50.
Okay, yeah, so that's like the one they used in that you see like everybody wearing in like Alien. That's the MK50. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm like 90% sure. Yep, yeah, the IRC MK50 or Mark 50 compression suit. Yeah, that's the one they use in Alien. If I
Okay.
Yeah, and so I think that one does confer a -1 to agility-based rolls if you are wearing it. Because it's, kind of, it's a spacesuit. It's very clunky. But,
Okay.
like, obviously with your gear, like, having it on your character sheet is kind of, like, useful for reference. Hi. Sorry. That's my girlfriend there. But, yeah, the, like, having it on your character sheet is useful for reference, but if you're not taking it with you, like, you don't have to delete it from your character sheet. You can just kind of put its weight at 0 on your character sheet, and we'll know, like, yeah, this is something that's, like, maybe back in your locker on the ship or something like that.
Yeah, because, having a tractor in your pocket, probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Is that a tractor in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Amos is happy to see everyone, except the cannibals.
Yeah. Which, let's start by doing just a quick recap so everybody can be kind of refresh their memories on exactly what's happened so far, how we got here. Who wants to start?
Well, we've started our Great Mother mission. We established how we know each other. We're all big fans of beach volleyball. And we've gone out into space to try and salvage some colonies.
Yep. You guys have gone to the far Spinward colonies after a little over 2 years in cryo. You guys found out about what current events are going on back in the Middle Heavens. Tensions are definitely high. You guys met the rest of your crew of the Solovetsky Island, which is your little ship. And then what about this particular expedition that you're on right now?
Well, there's a really big, nice civilization that's all crumbled and gone to ruins. And then a bunch of people living in a camp atop of a mesa.
Yep.
And they seem to be in a conflict with a group of people called the Children.
Yep, the Children of the Two Divines. You found, kind of a refugee situation. There were
some of them are being imprisoned as refugees and kept in a separate area of the compound.
Yeah, exactly.
And we witnessed them killing off one of the refugees for stealing milk and killing the guard who's supposed to be watching her.
Yeah, so I think we could say tensions are very high in what remains of May Colony. Or May Outpost, or whichever. I always forget with this one. It's always...
Dylan.
Yeah. It's, Dylan, sorry, I'm thinking of the other one, from...
Yeah, it was, Dylan City?
Yeah, Dylan Colony, May Outpost. That's one of the ones for...
There we go.
But yeah. Anyways. So, yeah, you guys, you're sitting on a pressure cooker, and, you guys found out from one of the refugees that, they arrived on a ship of a similar make to yours, or actually the exact same class, and it crashed just north of the main kind of settlement, and so that's where you guys started making your way to when you got you've got these nasty looking kind of people. They're definitely people. They've got, you can tell that there's thoughts behind their eyes, but there's just a wild, crazed look to them. Think like almost like a rabid dog. So we are gonna start this session out. We've got our initiative all set up, so... Whoops. There we go. So.
And don't forget, Cliff failed twice on his roll. And that's the reason why we're being attacked right now.
Yep.
But someone is echoing. I don't know who it is. But
is it me?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I can't tell. But
I hope it's not me.
There we go.
Let's say I'm not hearing anyone echo on my end.
Hopefully.
Test.
Oh, there we go. That's why. It was, for some reason, it was glitched and there were two tracks playing at the same time. I have no idea why. But, there we go. Okay, so, Amos, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You have...
Okay.
Yep.
So, I did elect to bring along my flare pistol.
Good.
So, what is my distance? You're gonna have to remind me of distance.
Yeah, so short range is like basically you're gonna be at short range up to basically in the same zone as you, so like a few meters away. I'm gonna say basically anything in the 25 plus. Well, 25 plus is medium range. Or no, long range is from 25 to 100 meters. I'm gonna say like 15 to 25 is gonna be short range.
Okay, so everybody's in short range.
Yeah, you're within. Let me. Let's see. You are. Yeah, you're within 10 meters. I'm gonna say you're within short range.
Okay. Well, the flare pistol is long range.
Okay. Yeah, it'll just because.
But I am going to aim, I think, at this one. Oh. It's not pinging. Oh well. I'm going to aim at one of the closer ones.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot at him. Let me...
Yeah, so you'll get +2 for aim.
Okay, +2 for aim. The flare pistol is long range.
Okay, so yeah. So, yeah, short range just means you won't suffer any penalties. Long range just means your gun can shoot that long range. It does not have, it does not necessarily relate to penalties. But,
Okay, the bonus on it is +1.
Okay, as long as you click the weapon itself to fire, it will factor in any of the weapon's inbuilt bonuses.
Okay, let me see if I can put it in real quick. See if it recognizes it. Yeah. Okay. Aha, there we go.
Oh yeah, bonus 1 damage too.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. How'd you do?
Well, I got a success and I got a panic.
Okay, roll your panic. I mean, you'll definitely not. You won't like fail because you don't have high enough stress to potentially get a 10 or higher. So yeah, you managed to keep it together, and you hit. So that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you were aiming for this bottom left.
Yeah, that one will work.
Okay. So now, keep in mind, you guys are in a jungle. This will benefit you, but it also can benefit your opponent because shrubbery does count as cover. It counts as armor rating 2 cover. So, for example, you could, if you were hiding behind, if you say, well, like, oh, I'm going to use my quick action to hide behind a tree, or, hide in some bushes, then you would get +2 to any armor rolls for a ranged attack made against you. So, I'm going to roll armor for these little barrel deuterinos. I'm gonna say they're out in the open right now. Okay. So, this one takes 2 damage. So, you managed to smack him right in the, I'm gonna say, right in the head, like, and you cause a nasty burn on the feral kind of person's face, and they kind of hiss. Like, sorry, spammer and chat. Anyways, now it is their turn. So this one is gonna come up, and you just smacked him. You smacked him pretty good. So
Yep.
he is not particularly happy about that. So he's actually got a pointy stick.
Oh no.
So, do you have any armor?
I'm not wearing any.
Okay, so subtract 2. So you take 2 damage.
Yep.
And because you took damage, increase your stress level by 1.
Got it.
Now, this one...
I am hurting.
Yeah, this one doesn't know exactly what he's going to do, but he's going to kind of get up, real up in your face. Now, this one is going to come up and attack you, Cliff. But this one's going to actually use a large knife. Okay. Do you have any armor?
Nope.
do you want to make an opposed close combat roll to block? Or rather, make a close combat roll to try and block some of the damage, if you have any sort of close combat weapon or anything that you could use to kind of hold up.
I'm assuming I can't pistol whip with my revolver.
I will say you could, I'll give you, because you've got the 44, so I would allow it, but you'd have to make the close combat roll at a -1.
We'll try it then.
Okay, so roll your panic.
What's the easy way to do that again?
You just
I see quick stress level.
Yep. Yeah, the text itself, and then just it'll roll for you. Okay, you managed to keep it together, but you do take 2 damage, and your stress level goes up by 1.
Alright.
Then this one is going to make it up to here, but he saw the flare. He's being cautious. He's staying in the brush. Marty, it is your go. What do you want to do?
He's adjacent to me, so...
Yeah, he's I'm gonna give you, like, I would say, if you can give me a reason why you could kind of slip out of like kind of point blank range, because he did not attack you yet. So I would say he's, short range, technically.
Okay, so I could shoot then, maybe.
Yeah, and you can shoot into a close combat, but you just take the kind of modifier. It's usually -3. But yeah, you can shoot without a penalty here.
Okay, that's what I was concerned by. Okay. I will shoot the one next to me.
Okay. Okay, roll panic first. Okay, so you start to tremble. So for the next kind of, until your panic stops, all skill rolls that use agility, so that'll be mobility, ranged combat, and piloting, will suffer a -2 modifier. So, yeah, all of you guys, you see him fire, but like his hands are just kind of trembling. So, how much damage is that? That's 2 damage for the weapon? Let's see.
It's a 1 damage armor piercing.
Okay, 1 damage armor piercing, so I will roll armor for the feral raider dudes. Okay, takes a damage. Now, your former, Royal Marine friend is gonna get in here and she's actually going to Amos, you were attacked first, so she's going to kind of run over and she's going to take aim at the feral that just attacked you. She's going to aim with her, let's see. She'll aim with her, she's actually going to pull out her Weyland ES7 electrostatic shotgun. And she's She's got it aimed. And I'm gonna let her... Okay, I don't know why that, weird glitch, but that was a success. And that is 2 damage, armor piercing. So, let me just, boom, takes 2 damage. But also, more importantly, the raider that attacked you, the feral, is actually... It's been hit not just by a shotgun, but by a taser. So, this raider is kind of, like, stunned. It can't move or react. It loses its next fast and slow action.
Nice.
Cliff, it is your turn. We are back at the bottom of the round.
You say it was my turn?
Yep.
Sorry, I heard just it's your turn. I wasn't sure who you were talking to.
Yep. No, it's your turn.
Let's see, I guess I can't really break free from this guy, can I?
Are you... If you're not in a grapple, then... Because he just attacked you, so I'm gonna say that, if you want to shoot him, it's gonna be... Like, you could make a mobility roll to kind of get out of the, the immediate combat, kind of push him, shove him away, and then kind of shoot, but you would not get the bonus for aiming.
Let's see,
What'd you say?
that's the only way I could move and then shoot, right?
Yeah, because you are, he did attack you, in hand-to-hand, so you guys are, congratulations, you guys are engaged. I'm very happy for you.
I'm just gonna aim and try to shoot him in the face then.
Okay. That'll be, +2, and I'm not going to give you the -3 for firing and engage, because you've got... It's a pistol. That's just going to be my little headcanon. Okay.
You said at +2?
Yeah, it'll be +2. Okay, nice. That is,
Nice.
remind
You
me-
put in the dirty, hairy sound I recorded.
I did. The damage on that, I believe, is, the damage on that is 2, I think.
It's 3.
Oh, it's 3, okay. Is it armor piercing?
No.
Okay, so... Yeah, well, it didn't matter anyways, because, he did not roll any successes on his armor. Blam! Smack him right in the, right in center body. Not really, not looking too hot. But still kind of kicking. And I guess it's always important to remember in this game, like, you're not suffering any effects from injury until, like, you actually go into critical. So, Yeah. Anyways, Amos, it's your go. I'm gonna say that that Hamidia's action, kind of jumping to your rescue, means that you are no longer kind of forced in engaged range.
All right. Well, I'm gonna reload the flare.
Okay, that'll be a slow action, I believe.
Is it slow or fast?
I believe reload is slow action, because if you reload, you can't fire the same weapon. You can't fire that weapon during that round.
Yeah, let me...
Yeah, it's slow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Also, remember as an officer that, Marty, you're gonna, like, if you give someone an order to do something and they decide to roll to do it, like if you said, hey, shoot that guy, that person is gonna get a +1 if they elect to do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Though that is a fast action, so, like, do with that information what you will. It's just, technically anybody can do it, it's just you have to succeed at a command roll, so officers are generally the best at it.
Yep.
But, anyways.
But that's kind of all that Amos can do.
Do you want to use your quick action to do anything? Because...
Yeah, I'm looking at all the fast actions, and... Well, I mean, the only thing I really could do would be to try and push the raider that's on the ground, but...
Yeah. I mean, you could also move. But, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. Now it's the Raiders' turns. So. This one is going to attack you, Marty, again. Spear. Okay, that is 2 damage, so...
Okay, I have 2 armor.
Okay, then roll armor. Yeah, roll your armor. Any success will reduce the damage by 1. Okay, so you only take 1 damage.
1 damage, okay.
Yeah, this one that got hit with a shotgun is gonna attack Hamida, because, you know...
Wait, wasn't he stunned?
Oh, you're right, yeah. Yeah, can't move. This one is, it's gonna go after, You know what? I'm gonna roll a 1d2. I'm gonna roll a d2. And, 1, it's gonna attack Cheese, and, 2, it'll attack Marty. Okay, Cheese, it's going after you again. This one, came at you with a knife. So... That's... Ooh. Damn. They're rolling kind of hot. So that is 2 damage.
Uh-oh. I guess I could try to block.
Yep. And remember, like, even if you're, like, most critical injuries are not going to be fatal. But, yeah, you can try to block. That'll be, close combat. Okay, roll panic.
Alright, why isn't that rolling? There it goes.
Okay. But you do go up in stress level because you took damage, and roll me a d66. Or, I think there might actually be a,
I think I just got disemboweled.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
That's crushed skull.
Yeah. I am going to overrule it for now. I will let you roll again. Just because it is our first full session, and I'm not allowed, or not allowed, but not,
Jesus.
Not any better.
Okay, Cliff does not want to be alive.
Fuck it, I'm overruling it. I'm gonna say that you take, cause... Let's see, is that
Can we
one?
reverse it to a...
46?
What's a 46?
46 is ruptured intestines, yes. So that will technically be fatal in a shift if you do not receive medical aid. So... You'll need somebody
Well, lucky
to do...
for everyone, I'm carrying medical...
Yeah, so...
A surgical kit on me.
Yeah, so you're now broken, so you can't really do anything except shout for help and crawl. And you will have to make a stamina roll against Virulence 6. So, yeah, just make me, yeah, or we'll do that if you don't receive, yeah, but, yeah, you've got ruptured, you've got your entire, he basically gutted you like a sheep. So, yeah, roll me 2d6.
No, get right in the gut.
Okay, that's actually pretty good for you. So put in your character sheet that you've got ruptured intestines, and it's going to take 5 days to heal once you've gotten like successful medical aid. This one is going to come over. It's going to attack. It's going to attack Hamida again, because she's the one that clearly seems to pose the most threat. Okay, so... Takes 1 damage. Okay, Marty, it is your turn. You've just seen your, one of your crew members get just stabbed in the gut. And it's not like his gut just, like, came spilling out like crazy. It's like... But you can see that, like, blood is... Like, he's holding himself together. Like, quite literally.
Blood and poo are coming out of my gut.
Yeah. Yeah, you're seeing a brownish-red kind of stain forming around his midsection.
Okay. I was gonna command him to do some good shooting, but he's not gonna be doing that now.
Yeah, probably not.
Has Hamida gone yet this turn?
Not yet. She's right after you.
Alright, I'm commanding Hamida to shoot the one that just came after her.
Okay. The one that just came after her, or one of the ones that's already hurt? Because the one that's... There's the one that's still stunned, there's the one that came after you, the one that gutted Cheese. So 3 of them have taken damage, one of them has not. This one has not. This one has, and this one has.
Actually, it would make more sense if I yelled at her to shoot the one that just stabbed Cliff.
Okay.
Take him down!
Yep. Now, make me a command roll.
Am I gonna have any modifiers for that? Just straight command roll.
It should just be a straight command roll. Okay, roll me panic. Okay, you drop an item. Let's see. So, you still succeed, luckily, but you drop an item. Let me see your inventory. I'm gonna say you drop your PDAT. It falls to the kind of jungle floor, crunching on some leaves. Because you're just totally shocked at seeing, like, you did not expect shit to go this real this fast, and you just, Amina, take him down. So she's going to.
I was playing games on my iPad while we were walking through the forest. And just hadn't had a chance to put it back yet.
Do you want any games on your phone? Okay, so she's going to take aim, which is going to be +2, +1 for your command. What? That is, she's going to put that all into damage? So, let's see, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 minus 2, that's 4. Yeah, this guy's just absolutely blasted to smithereens, just turned into meaty chunks with little, little kind of electric sparks kind of coming in between them, like, just absolutely destroyed. You can see why Hamida was in the, you can see how she earned her stripes in the Marines. Okay, Cliff, unfortunately you can't, do much, because,
Do I get a,
Oh. Yep.
Do I get a fast action as well?
Yes,
Or
yes.
Can I, like, prepare to block an attack? Like, would it help me at all?
I'll allow
when
it.
I get attacked?
Yeah, I will allow
Okay.
it. Yeah, Cliff, you don't really have anything you can do at the moment. Amos, what do you want to do?
Okay. Can Amos shoot a flare at the one that was stunned?
Yes. And I'll give you a +1 on top of any other modifiers, because you're... Actually, I'll give you a +2 for a total of +4 if you aim. Because you're effectively point blank. The enemy is helpless.
Point blanking at him.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I'll just say you automatically succeed. So just roll me at +2 to see how many additional successes you get, because you can basically just plant your flare gun in this feral's mouth and pull the trigger. Because okay, so
that's armor, but
okay, yeah, but yeah, roll me with the weapon.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll let that be a success on an armor roll in the future as well. Okay, so you get... Roll me a panic. Oh, wow. Nice. So, that's 3 damage. And I'm going to give you a bonus just because you're point blank. So, tell me, what happens when you kill this guy? Or girl, you don't... I mean... It doesn't matter. They're ferals.
So you know the scene at Indiana Jones where the faces melt?
Yeah.
Think that, but in reverse. I mean, the gun does say that they get a critical injury 15, which is blinded.
Yeah.
So it's going to be blinded from the other way where the flare explodes, and you just see fire shoot out of their eyes.
Okay, I like it. Just absolutely fire blasted. Okay. Okay, now this one is this one is gonna attack One, it's going to attack you, Marty, and 2, it'll attack Amos, so... Okay, it's going after Amos, so...
Oof.
Jesus. These guys just are not missing. I wonder if the RNG needs to be... Because I don't know that we've seen a failed roll. But, yeah, that's 2 damage.
Up with your savages.
Yep.
They're
If
too
you
savage.
count the armor success...
Yep, I will. So you take 1 damage.
Okay, I'm down to 1 health.
Okay. Then this other one is going to attack. Again? Jesus. I think the RNG might be broken. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so 1 success. Okay, so Hamida takes another 1 damage. But Marty, it is your turn.
Okay. This time, I'm gonna aim and shoot my pistol, since the one that's next to me disengaged and went to attack Amos.
Yep. There to...
But I do have... Do I still have the -2 agility from the panic earlier?
I'm gonna say no, because
It has been
you had it. Yeah, because you had another panic.
Okay.
So, yeah, +2 for aiming. Okay, roll me panic. Okay, managed to keep it together. That is, what do you want to do with those extra successes?
Let's put 1 into... let's just put them all into damage.
Okay, so that'll be a total of 3 damage. Let me,
And armor piercing.
Yep, so... Okay. Tell me, how do you kill this fucker?
As he runs by me to attack Amos, I trip him and then blast him in the chest. And it goes
Okay.
straight through.
Yep.
And then as he's falling, he falls on his spear.
I like it. Just hoisted by his own petard. Okay. Mida is, let's see. Is just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a choice. Just cause, it'll be nice. You can, do you want Hamida to just absolutely kill this fucker, or do you want to subdue? Because if you can subdue it, like knock it out, like restrain it, get a closer look, and try and figure out exactly what is going on with these ferals. But if you want her to kill him, she will just do the kind of execution style, just kind of hold out the shotgun, like long arm, just plant it right against the temple, and
Kaboom.
yeah. So
Do we have anyone sciencey with us?
I can tell you that anybody with medical aid and command would probably help.
I've got
Like,
5 empathy, so my medical aid doesn't have any bonuses, but it's
If
relatively
you guys
decent.
can...
Yeah, I kind of think that Cliff needs that medical aid more than anything else.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you
Yeah.
guys can, bring me back, I have a good medical aid.
yeah, and keep in mind, taking this, like, it will just mean that this, you basically are deciding whether or not, like, you're going to take this one out. It's a matter of whether or not it's going to be dead and out or not.
Yeah.
Like, whether or not you want to kind of figure out what's going on with this, what the ferals, or if you just want to kind of turn it into a red smear on the jungle floor.
Let's take it alive.
Yep.
Okay, so, she just smacks him real hard in the side of the head with the shotgun. And, yep, just knocked out. So, if someone wants to make, just stabilize a critically injured Cliff, let me remind myself on what the actual rolls on that are.
Does my surgical kit help here?
Oh yeah, we give you a +2 to stabilizing a critically endangered, or not endangered, critically wounded patient. Oh, Dreamer.
Hello.
Hello, it's good to see you.
You as well. Good to see y'all. Sorry
What's
if
up?
I'm interrupting anything.
No, it's all good.
Oh no. We just have one down character.
Nearly dead.
Two of us almost died.
That was so. Yep. I think the RNG might have been busted there, but
Those pointed sticks were very pointy.
Yes.
yeah, but so it's good to see you.
You as well.
Do you want to hop in? I can.
Just whenever's convenient for y'all. I don't want to just walk in to the scene out of the mists.
And
Unless
he
y'all
was there
want me
all
to.
along. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Your
The
character.
retcon has been
you,
retconned.
You find him just hiding under a bush.
Exactly. He kind of. He hit the deck when he saw that things were about to get real. If that's.
Well,
Yeah.
my degree was in computer science and IT is my job, so yes, I would.
Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, you
Marty
have a
turns
knocked out Feral. You have Cliff on the ground, like holding in his own guts.
Marty
I-
turns to him and is like, "Thanks for the help, bud."
Sorry. I ain't the best, but I can patch someone up if you need.
I think Cliff really needs someone to
Okay.
put the guts back in him.
Cliff got
I
nice
have
good.
an empathy of 4 with a medical aid of 1.
Okay.
You want me to make a roll?
Yep, whoever wants to, because it'll be, I believe it's... Let me double check. Where is it? Damn it.
Who else here
Feel
has a
free
higher
to
than
use the trauma or surgical kit I'm carrying on me.
Yeah, take a surgical kit.
Yeah, because you can actually, let me see.
Yeah, I'll use that. What's the plus? Or what's the mod? Or actually, does it work like that? I can't remember. I need to read the rules again.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly. Okay, so save your life, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, first aid, slow
Sorry.
action requires medical aid, blah blah blah. Critical injury, blah. Okay, so there is no. Let's see. Just making sure that there's no. Yep, there's no. Okay, there. Yeah, there's no. There's no. Kind of broken. So or no. Like so, it'll be. I believe for the surgical kit, it's +2. I believe to save from a fatal critical injury.
It's +1 according to the base rulebook, but yeah.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that's exactly what we're doing here.
Yep, stabilizing.
Did I do that right?
Yep, that is correct. So,
Awesome.
geez, you are stable. He manages to kind of quickly bandage up, make sure that your guts are kind of stapled a little bit back in place.
Just push them back in and sew them up.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's quite literally what is actually done with guts. They found out that the guts just kind of rearrange themselves correctly. You just
That's
put them
kind
back in.
That's the funny thing. That's most organs, I think. It's weird. They actually just kind of fit back in where they're supposed to be.
Yep,
It's really weird.
it is.
Because, like, I remember a story a while back, some dude, actually, his lung was in wrong. And whenever the doctor was doing an autopsy on him, he put the lung back in after he was done looking at it, and it flipped over upside down.
Oh, damn.
Took it back out, put it back in, just flipped over upside down on its own.
Oh, man.
And
That
that's
is-
what killed him.
Jeez, yeah, that, yeah, lungs do need to be a certain way,
Yes.
but, anyways, so, you guys now have, you've stabilized. Now I am going to, Actually, I'll wait till it hasn't quite been a shift, so I won't have you guys test for heat stroke yet.
How much health do I get now?
Right now you are at 1, so every turn you will gain an additional health. You'll gain an additional health until you're back up to full. This goes for everybody. Basically, like, your health kind of represents, like, how long it takes for you to really actually start taking damage. Critical injuries are the real damage that counts. So, if you guys want to do, if you guys want to figure out more about the feral, you will, you can do a medical aid roll that has a -2.
Well, I guess I can take over now then, since I'm up on my feet at least.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
What's it, guys? You got one alive still?
You can see the little.
Yeah, I need to bonk him good on the noggin.
Yeah, his head make a sound like a coconut.
I got blood on my
Something
peanut.
ain't
I don't
right
even know
about
whose
these
blood it
guys.
is.
Give me a second.
And
Something
Davis
not right about
looks at
these
him
guys.
Like, it looks like Marty. My bad. 26 got me good.
Let's see. So.
So you said a medical aid at minus...
Yeah, -2, but any equipment you have will, if you have any bonuses from other equipment that will give bonuses to medical aid rolls, then you can kind of either cancel it out or get a net bonus.
No, unless the surgical kit would be useful somehow.
No, unfortunately, that's mainly for just, like, rescue from a critical injury that would be fatal. But...
I guess my surgical kit's used up now too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to reuse, surgical equipment,
Dirty needles.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn!
That
Yeah.
we're in the middle of the jungle.
What do you want to put, what do you want to do for your stunts?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Don't really know what stunts I could do in this situation.
Yeah, let me,
Fill all of his cavities and like give him veneers.
You
Yeah,
just Fortnite dance on him.
You
Yeah,
notice
no,
you
like
have a
that, I
massive
give him a-
tumor near the operations site, and you remove that as well.
I give him a full dental cleaning and he's got beautiful pearly white teeth.
Yeah, you just gave him a full orthodontics, yeah, let's see, so... Yeah,
That's a lot better. All the
So-
sharp teeth were really kind of give me the creeps.
So, you notice that as you're kind of giving this aid, this, like, feral, they start to become more and more, like, human in their mannerisms, and at first they're very, like, kind of batting you away like a trapped animal, but you're kind of slowly, over the course of about 15 minutes, you're kind of using, techniques like you would use on, like, with your background, like you would use on a scared animal, or, like, you know, just like a predator that you're trying to kind of build, like, trust with. And, now...
So I blindfold him first then.
Yeah, pretty much. Blindfold, trust fall, all that psychotherapy bullshit. Therapy is actually very helpful, everybody, but, anyways, just all of that. Anyways, so, yeah, they will, this feral will allow and it begins to be, it just, under kind of a muffled breath, it just says, "Thank you." In a, like, perfectly normal voice. A little bit raspy, but you suspect that's probably from the past several months of breathing in toxic phosphine gas. So, now...
You guys heard that right? That thing just said thank you, didn't it?
Yeah, so... what you're thinking is, it might be that, that Vidon was right. and it's some sort of psychosis that affected the people that turned into ferals 40 years ago. But yeah, you can ask it any questions.
Why were you tracking us?
Well, we were looking for food, and well, you know, it was just more food to us. But
And is there nothing else wild out here to eat?
well, I cannot. I'm having trouble remembering. Like, you have the feeling that there's some sort of like brain damage or something going on, but like the creature explains that it just became the norm. None of them even remember when the urge to just eat flesh became so overwhelming that like any flesh, including human, would do. But because so many were just taken by the same insanity, it felt more acceptable because it's like, hey, everybody's doing it. And so soon it just became the norm, and that's how the feral population became these, barbaric cannibals.
So I was about to be chitlins. So you guys could keep up. You could keep up with the Joneses.
That's right. Them's good eats. Well, now thinking about it, you can see the former feral gets a little bit queasy.
Can I command Cliff, as he's the one given aid, to do observation and give him a look over and see what else we can find out about him?
Yep.
Hey Cliff, give him a good look over. Tell me what you think.
Got it.
Okay. Yep, so
Or roll panic, non-combat scenario.
You will roll panic, but kind of the exact result. Okay, so everybody's your stress level goes up by 1, and as does everybody else's.
Actually, what should my stress be at this point?
I'm gonna say you're at 3 stress.
3, including what just got added?
What is everybody else at?
I'm at 5.
Okay.
I just went
I'll
to
be
4.
at 5. I'll be
Okay.
up to 4 when I add this one.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say
add to 4.
4. Yeah, I'll say 4. Okay.
Legit,
so-
thank you.
Well, I mean, 3 does make sense because I got hit twice, and everyone else.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah. So, yeah, this will take you up to. It doesn't matter. I'll just say 3 or 4, whichever. But yeah, do you do? So yeah, you'll get +2 to this observation roll, Cliff, if you decide to go through it. Okay, roll me a panic. You fail? Because anytime you roll a panic that is 10 or higher, the action automatically fails. So I'm gonna say you hear something, like as you're kind of taking a closer look, you hear something in the a sound in the jungle. And it freaks you the hell out, and you dive for the nearest cover. Everybody else, your stress level increases by 1, but Cliff, your stress level decreases by 1.
Okay.
So, yeah, you got spooked.
I'm gonna dive into the bushes here.
Yeah, and you also notice that the roots around here are very dry and crackly and like gray. You suspect this is the result of the phosgene gas. That stuff is really bad for you. But overall, what you get is it's some sort of mass psychosis, the kind of cannibalism. All of you guys, this is what you're generally getting from. And it's entirely possible that the leaking of phosgene, while it is killing them, is potentially making it worse. So it might kill them all off, but it could also end up. They could also end up taking a lot of people with them in the kind of ensuing time it will take to poison them all.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Now, is there anything else, or are you guys ready to move on to kind of continue? Because you were heading towards the crashed ship.
I don't think there's anything else for us to learn, or trying to is too much of a risk. We should just keep moving.
I'd say if everyone's patched up, we should get moving, because I'd probably rather not be breathing in bad gas the whole time.
Yeah, that's
or
fair.
minimize it at least.
You know what? I will say that the reason you were late to the party was they radioed you back after they heard about the phosgene gas, and they said, "Hey, there's some nasty gas on the 4th floor. Could you bring us some rebreathers?" And it was kind of like the the guy who shows up at the party with all the beer. You got a rebreather for everybody, so now everybody has one. Air supply too.
Nice.
So you guys won't have to test for the phosgene gas. You will have to test for air supply though. Now, are you guys gonna, what do you want to do with your feral friend, so to speak?
I say we bring him with us.
Yeah.
Alright.
I was gonna ask, is there any way that we can radio for the dropship to come down?
Unfortunately, the dropship actually cannot land in the jungle. It's too dense. So you guys are gonna have to make it to the crash ship on foot.
We should let the mission commander decide.
Yeah, bring him with us. If anything else, he knows the forest better than we do.
That's fair. And I will say
that makes sense.
Yeah. And I will say that because of that, you guys are going to make much better time. So move you guys over to the crash ship.
Would you mind scaling me down?
Oh, not at all. Let me... No, you are permanently a kaiju now. You are, you've become hostile.
Take have it.
Okay, let's see. Oh, whoops, wrong. Yeah, I have to have the GM version of the screen and the regular. Okay, so...
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah,
Would it be safe to say I've gained a health back?
Yes, everybody has, because it's probably taken you guys a good 2 hours, so that is 8 turns, so you guys are all back up to full. And because you've kind of tamed the feral, I'm going to say that you guys all feel a little safer, so I will allow you to reduce your stress levels by 1. So, yeah, you guys find the ship. It is just like the Solovetsky Island. It is a Helides Class J vessel. It's pretty badly smashed. With the top 2 decks are just an unrecognizable mass of twisted metal and shattered trees. But you can see that you can gain access to the ship, you see, through the torn hull on the lowest deck via the vehicle bay. Do you guys want to kind of make your way over that way?
Yeah, let's take a look.
I wonder if anything survived the crash.
So, this area is partly swamped with mud and earth from the jungle floor. So, to reach the cargo hold from here, it's going to be an easy mobility roll, so mobility +2. Okay, roll me panic. Okay, now all okay, roll me panic. Okay, you aren't able to make it up, but I will say if anybody gains an additional success that they want, they can pull you up with them. So Cliff, if you wanted to use that extra success after you roll your panic.
Gosh darn it.
And I'm assuming I'm coming with y'all.
Yeah, if you obviously it's if you want, but yeah, okay, so
Any mods, did you say? I was reading some other
+2.
stuff.
Yeah, +2. Jesus! You're like Spider-Man. Roll me panic?
Yeah,
bud?
spider.
Just,
Alright, where's the panic button? I haven't used this sheet in a while.
So if you click on stress level,
yeah, it'll automatically roll it.
Yes.
yeah. I've noticed that on the
Oh.
entire sheet, if you see something that looks like a six-sided
go.
die, you can click on it to roll.
Ow.
Okay, well, you freeze, but you got so many damn successes, I'm gonna say that, at least, Cliff is gonna be able to, you're not a very, heavily built person, you're kind of lean enough that he's easily able to kind of pull you through. So,
Yep, I get up there so easily that I just kind of look back over the side and realize, oh yeah, I have a massive crippling fear of heights. One of y'all probably have to catch me before I fall back down.
So,
I thought I was helping Marty up.
you help both of them up, you're a strong guy.
You're helping Marty up, Cliff, or not Cliff. Victor just climbs on top of you and freezes on top of you, so you haul both of them up.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys, you can stay in the hold and explore the hold. If you want to go to the bridge, which is further up, it's going to be hard to reach. It's going to be a -2 mobility.
I got pretty good mobility, so
Yep. Let's see what we can find in the hole first, though.
Yes, explore
Okay.
here.
So you guys want to search around?
Yes.
Okay. Let me. Oh, whoops! I forgot to put this on loop. Okay, there we go. So.
Oh, stink, I didn't add the stress from Marty's failure.
Oh, it's okay. These
Well,
little mistakes
I'll add
happen.
both.
It's all in the service of good storytelling. As long as we get that good story, the rolls are just there to give us a little push. So.
Well, that brings me up to 7.
Oh yeah. This is a much higher intensity campaign. And
Yeah.
just you wait. It's we haven't even really started to get to the real enemies. So, the hold is just absolute shambles after the crash. There's just discarded baggage, shredded bags, and paper scattered all over. But do you guys search through the papers? Just like you're kind of going over everything.
I'd say I should be looking for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Marty's looking through papers.
You guys
Unconsciously,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'd say my character is probably looking for inventory logs, potential shipping manifests, that kind of thing, regardless of whether it was a proper cargo ship or not.
Okay, so
Unconsciously, he's probably just looking over everything.
Yep. So the first thing you find is a crumpled letter. It is handwritten. Now you'll be able to see it in your handouts. If someone wants to read that out loud.
I guess Marty's looking through papers, so he probably finds it.
Okay.
Alright, guys, I got a letter here. Look at this. Alright. My devoted children, we have finally found our masters, our rulers, our gods, and all we now seek is to become one with their purity. They generously accepted our gifts. Those who gave of themselves so willingly to create those gifts are now dining. What does that say?
Oh, I wrote in just regular text below the actual image. Yeah, they are now shining their happy souls upon us from eternity.
We must help our masters in everything they do. In pursuing their dreams, you bring yourself closer to their unique perfection. Go out, bring the people into our fold, find what we need, and you will be rewarded with the highest prize there is. Until then, remember the writings of our lost Grand Seer, Vanis Rudy, that tell us of the undiscovered Nephilim, the immortal fallen gods whose touch is all around us, of the blessed destroying angel, of the music that lifts their hearts and can move worlds. And whilst we now pursue the perfection of our masters, never forget where they and the angels and we came from, all distant cousins under the majesty of the Nephilim. Mother Michaela.
Yep.
And there's something on the back here. Intact nav computer and data, compression coil, compression catalyzer, secondary generator, buffer, fractal conduits, inline fuel suppressors, load sharing units, all-purpose wiring, and relay connectors. Anything else looks useful. Looks like a shopping list.
Yep. Shopping list, and also, Dreamer, you, looking specifically for shipping-related things, you see 3 small wooden crates.
Okay.
Do you want to kind of give them a little bit of a once-over?
I probably should. While I'm walking over, actually might as well ask, is this the first time we've heard that this is cults? Or have we heard this stuff before?
You guys have heard, at least in the earlier in this expedition, you heard the tale. You heard of the Children of the Two Divines. They told you.
Okay.
Yep.
Since Dreamer wasn't around, I can fill him in now. Reading these children. They say it's a cult for some destroying angels or something, and they keep trying to infiltrate the camps.
Yeah, you see me fiddling with the boxes. Man, this is way over my daggum head.
Yep. One of those.
They sound pretty demented based on this letter.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yep. So, and you'll also remember that that the refugee you talked to said that he didn't know anything about what the supposed destroying angels were. All he knew is that he said that there was something in the crashed ship had something to do with the angel. Now, Dreamer, you have the 3 small wooden crates. They're small for crates, but they're considerable size. Like, they could carry, like a pretty large, something like probably 2 microwave sizes. The size of 2 microwaves, something like that. Now,
okay, that's very oddly specific, but okay.
Yeah. One of them is empty, and the second has been crushed by a falling beam, and there's all sorts of kind of chemical burn marks around that crate, that second crate.
I assume my character would be of understanding of not touching chemical burns because
Yes.
residue and such like that?
Yes, he would
So,
understand
yeah.
that, but it has this kind of chemical burn. It definitely looks like acid, but you've never seen an acid this, like, that would cause this level of potent acid burn.
So my character is not familiar with, say, molecular acid.
No, he is not. But you
Alright.
could take a sample.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay.
I'm just muttering like, seeing cults, and now, like, what the stinky is this? It looks like acid. I don't know what greener this is. It's nothing like I've seen.
So,
Just more jittering and rambling of a 7 stressed tech nerd.
just put in your inventory under like tiny items like acid, like chemical acid sample or something like that, just to remind yourself.
Unknown acid sample.
Yep. And then, do you want to take a look in the third?
Might as well. Do you need me to roll heavy machinery to open it?
Oh no, it's kind of cracked open, but not
Okay.
all the way. You see something vaguely spheroidal in shape? It's dark, but, it's... whatever it is, it, certainly looks not like anything you've ever seen.
That's the thing, I'm trying not to metagame here. Can I ask you whether or not it's organic without... Would my character know to think about that?
Your character, I mean, you would know that, just as an ICC inspector, that, you would know to kind of look for, because, like, all sorts of people would smuggle exotic, like alien pets. So you might be, and you would know that, like, eggs and kind of that stuff like that would be easier to get past, like, quarantine. So,
Yeah.
It does look organic.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be obviously very careful with that.
Okay.
Don't...
Can I try
No, I'm assuming I'm just
something?
looking through the partial opening. Actually, y'all are... I need to not monopolize this. Y'all are probably doing stuff.
So,
I just want to say I'm watching, what's your character's name again, Dreamer?
My character's name is Victor Rudolph.
I'm watching Victor look at these boxes, and, I'm gonna roll observation first.
okay. Okay, you got a success. What are you looking for?
Let's say I recognize that that looks like something people might use to smuggle in, something living or something very fragile, I guess. Like,
Yeah, something valuable.
something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, something valuable definitely reminds you of, like, poachers kind of smuggling operations, like contraband. So, whatever this thing was, clearly it was considered of high importance.
So I say, be careful with that. We don't know what's inside there.
Yeah, well, some guy decided to smuggle organics in a wooden box. Yeah, I think being careful would be a good thing.
So, I take it you guys are not going to want to try and open the box.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna put down a note or a flag or whatever it be. We'll come back to this later. I don't got the equipment to deal with this.
Yeah.
Put a sticky note on it saying "gross." Don't
Eggs.
open. No,
I'm
even
assuming I
better.
have my...
Don't open till Christmas.
I was going to say don't open dead inside, but...
Ha. But specifically, I have to have some of it dead, or what is it? You know what I
Dead
mean.
open
Part on the
inside.
lid, part on the side.
Yeah, exactly. But,
Would you
Yeah.
say the box could be moved easily, or is it
yeah,
big
you
and
could,
bulky?
you could move it.
I think my character would object to that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're dealing with organics. A This thing should be a solid steel box, probably with cryogenics in it, probably with extra padding and junk like that, and it's probably a wooden box full of hay. And we're dealing with crazy alien junk, and I have 7 stress. So I'm probably about to fist fight you on this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If that would be an actual issue, GM, tell me.
No, that your ICC character, this just reeks of like something that it just reeks of kind of that classic smuggling. Like you've seen stuff like this before. You've never seen this exact thing, but you've kind of heard tales of whole stations like going out of contact because somebody came in contact with a crate that should have been put through quarantine but wasn't. And then you've heard some horror stories in your day. You've never actually been a witness to them, but this just it makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
And if it works, then I will reiterate that. Or not reiterate that, I will relay that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
my character will.
Yeah, there's no need to roll for this. This is just like that's just kind of RP stuff, but yeah.
I just meant like we could try to move it and hide it a little bit so no one else finds it.
Yeah, you could you could grab like a bunch of other stuff, kind of pile it on top.
Or we could take it back to the ship and keep it locked down.
I'd rather be in a full kit for that. This is not something I want to mess with. I'd say we bury it with some furniture at most. We'll come back for it later.
Is there any working machinery?
No. Everything here is anything that would have not been like hooked up to the ship and reliant on that for power. The power sources themselves have long since kind of died out.
Alright. Well, if there was anything in here to do some heavy lifting, I would have tossed rocks near it, but don't look like there's anything that could help with that, so maybe just put some boards over it.
Yeah, you can do that. So,
And just tell you I'm making an RP roll.
Yeah, that's just, you guys are able to find, and don't worry about rolling panic for that. That's just, you guys find some stuff. I will say if somebody wants to make me observation, panic won't count. Just I want to see if you guys notice something.
All of us?
Any one of you can decide.
Skadoosh.
Okay, we're not going to worry
Awesome,
about
good
panic,
enough.
but I'm going to say just as you are kind of satisfied that this box is not going to be accessible, like someone would have to be crazy to just like really try and get in there to get out that thing. You hear a little kind of skittering sound coming from a skittering sound after a little like coming from the direction of the box of the crate.
Jesus Christ, Cliff, something is
told-
alive
I
in that
told-
box.
I told you!
But-
Sorry, don't mean to talk.
No, it's all good. You guys, whatever it is, it does not appear to have made its way out of the box.
Should I light it on fire, Cliff?
It's in the box, don't worry.
Alright. Just find something heavy and put it on top of the box so it can't get out.
Yeah, you've got this box like really heavily, just under a whole pile of shit. So,
I'm going to go with that wits roll and say that I'm just about cowering in the corner at this point and am not able to object.
that is fair. So,
Otherwise, my
anybody-
character...
does
Nope,
anybody-
you continue.
Sorry, does anybody want to try and make it to the bridge? It will be mobility -2.
I have mobility 2
Okay.
and
so,
agility 3, so I could roll.
Yep.
Unless someone else wants to or has better.
I'm not too good. I got 4 overall, and then it's -1 because of my suit.
But if I were ordered to do it, I could get a bonus.
Hey, Cliff, I don't think I can make it up to that bridge, but you're pretty good on your feet. You think you can make it?
As long as nobody's there to stab me with a knife again.
I don't
Or
think anybody's
pointed
hiding out in this
stick.
wreckage. Tell you what, why don't you go up there and take a look for us?
Yeah, you could also command the the kind of newly reformed feral to do it if you really wanted to. Because NPCs don't
You
get
probably wouldn't know what
stressed.
to look for.
Yeah.
We could
I guess
send
you
him
gotta-
first to make sure there's no knives.
Yeah. Okay, so
All right, I'm sending the feral first, and then
okay,
Cliff.
yeah, as your little what do they call the canary in the coal mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the scout.
Okay, let's see. Squeezes up, like really easily. Calls back. Looks like all of the systems are destroyed, but there's it's sending out a transponder ping. Do you want me to should we turn this off?
Probably.
You hear a little.
Can we?
You hear a little.
So I'm guessing the rest of the children have known where the ship is the whole time.
Well, as if an answer to that question, you guys hear the sound of a ship flying through the air, and if you guys kind of squeeze your way back out of the ship onto the jungle floor, I can tell you more.
Yeah. Run back to the entrance and peek out.
You guys see another Heliades Class J vessel, and it actually lands itself just like right about here.
Thing
Well,
again?
that one ain't ours.
It most certainly is not.
Shit. I hate being right.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, if they are who we think they are, we should get back to the camp and warn the settlement.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
that's the best sense you.
Okay.
What about the precious cargo? I guess we're just gonna abandon it.
Yeah, not much we can do with this here. We don't have the equipment to take it with us. We don't know what's in it.
Okay. So,
And I think somebody got a lecture on the ship from the what happened in session 0? The guy that gave us a lecture about quarantine and bringing stuff and finding
oh
things.
yeah, that was Tan Blatchman, the other ICC inspector on the Solovetsky Island.
I'm not getting a lecture from him, so let's just leave well enough alone.
All right. So,
I mean, aim is brandishing the flare. We could just make sure that no one gets it. There is a lot of tinder in there.
Yeah. Well, if it goes up in flames, plausible deniability. I didn't see anything happen.
Which, no, it was like that when we got here.
yep, if you want to do that, I will allow it, if you're going to just fire the flare gun, I will allow it to be an automatic success.
Yep. I will go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Puts us in a bad place though with the camp. The fact that the ship was transponding the whole time kind of undercuts the refugees' story that they're running.
Yeah, well... Well, maybe it was just a story. I mean, you saw that list.
Yeah, I'm guessing they were trying to collect parts to get something back up and running. So, but I guess the bigger problem now is that the children are here, assuming that was their ship.
I mean,
So,
you know what they say about assuming? Makes an ass out of you and me. But,
okay. So you guys see the box and everything start to it just catches violent flames, and you start to hear like this kind of organic like snap and crackle and pop, like almost like and you smell just this horrible acrid stench, like just like if almost like you were just like huffing cleaning chemicals, like just right in your face as the as whatever's in the box takes to the flame.
dear God, whatever they were smuggling stinks to high hell.
That your new
Yeah,
body
corpses
spray,
do that.
Marty?
Okay.
It smells better than your spilled intestines.
Damn it, Amos.
No, I'm not sorry.
Well, it's not my fault that they served beans right after we got out of cryo sleep. Been holding that one in since we got off the ship.
But right in front of a fire?
Well, it's gotta make the fire bigger somehow.
Okay.
Speaking of which, the fire is getting bigger. Let's get out of here.
Alright, yeah, we better skedaddle.
Yep. As you guys are going, and you're kind of like sliding down the ridge from the crash ship. You see a couple of figures kind of emerging from the direction of the landed ship, and they don't seem to be really paying that much attention to you. They're more looking at they're more like heading straight for the ship. So you guys bring it back to the you're back at the camp. You've returned. What do you want to do?
Well, first I'm gonna go back to full health now.
Yep.
Yep.
And I will say everybody gets I'm gonna put you down 3 stress.
Nice.
All right, I think we should go talk to the Don and the
Yep.
other CEOs. Maybe show them this list and see if they've had any of these things go missing recently.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
And maybe keep the mums on our new friend here.
Oh yeah, you're
At least until we can just talk to the Dom by himself.
okay. Just
Do we have like a
have what?
we have like a trench coat and a fake mustache and nose and glasses to give him? so nobody recognizes that he's a pharaoh.
I'll say that you guys were able to pick up some kind of bunch of like leaves and stuff, leaves and just like other debris on the jungle floor on your way here that kind of had the same effect.
Listen,
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go talk to the Dawn.
All right. Welcome back. Did you find anything important? Did you get anything that could help us?
Well, we have kind of a pressing matter. Another ship landed, and it's not ours.
Oh, we saw that from here. We didn't know what to make of it, but it's certainly added powder to the powder keg that's going off here right now.
The thing is, the crashed ship was sending out some kind of transponder message.
That certainly would explain how they because you weren't here when we first saw the ship, but as it broke the horizon, the refugee camp went into mad panic. Several people just flung themselves to their death as soon as they saw the ship.
well, that's not the.
Unfortunate.
Ooh. Maybe they weren't lying.
Safe to say, maybe some of these people were refugees, but someone among that crew, if not more than one person, were not refugees, and we're trying to contact the rest of the children we suspect the whole time.
That is most troubling indeed. Is it possible that the transponder was simply passive and like where was this signal coming from?
Well, it was on the bridge, but all the other equipment was destroyed. So, everything's destroyed but one thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Who out of you would have the most knowledge of like kind of ship, especially like ship evacuation, like protocol, like in a crash and like kind of that sort of thing? Because I will give you I'll let you do like a wit or observation to kind of give you a little hint.
I think Victor may know it by the book, but I don't know if he would actually have any experience with it.
Okay.
He seems like a kind of an armchair warrior in that regard, I would assume.
Yeah. So you know that the first thing that you would do in a crash is to just get the hell out of there, like get to a zone of minimum safety before making any sort of assessment. Don't try to take anything with you. Don't try to make sure all equipment is turned off or turned on. And you also know that with slimy corpos, you know that it's very, very easy to have something like a transponder signal be active on a ship without the crew necessarily knowing. So, at least in your informed opinion, it is entirely possible that these refugees were entirely unaware that that their ship was actively sending out a transponder signal. You don't know if that's the case, you just know that it is not unrealistic.
Okay, that works. I will say, or I should ask, or I'm not entirely sure, what kind of transponder are we talking about?
Basically just it's just kind of pinging, something that, almost like a personal data transmitter kind of thing, where it's basically like, you look for the ship with this ident code, and it leads you to that location.
Okay, the reason why I ask is those are usually on by default due to requirement during or due to requirement within certain airspaces, if not all of them, for traffic control, air traffic control and such.
Yeah, so
Like
you
the
could,
FAA requires pretty much anything heavier than about 5 pounds to have full transmitter at all times.
yeah. And so you can also imagine that even though there's kind of not really any like order in the far Spinmore colonies, given what you know about how isolated everything got and how hard like it would be to
Then they wouldn't care
relocate something
about
that was lost,
jurisdiction, it's for
they
something else.
they would care more about the fact that like it's so easy to get lost out here that you want to make sure that you're that if the worst happens, somebody's at least able to find you. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not entirely the refugee story is not necessarily busted. It's entirely possible they are still in kind of in the clear. But yeah, that's just clarifying any.
I would call it slightly into question just because of how easily they were able to find it just by going into the control room.
Yeah,
Unless I'm missing something. Unless it was like, you know how it is.
the bridge was basically completely destroyed. So if there had been like it's entirely possible that they didn't even know it was still transponding, or if it was because they've been here for I think it was several like I forget exactly what it said, but they've been here for a while, so it's not necessarily that they like it's entirely possible they were kind of relying on just the vastness of space to kind of separate them from the colony or from the other children. But yeah, you've got
That works.
you've got the execs kind of like Badan is kind of arguing for mercy. Zuma and Yen disagree on how to deal with them, but they both think that Yen, for example, thinks that they should all be executed on behalf of the safety of everyone else. Zuma just thinks they should just be banished from the kind of plateau entirely and just thrown into the jungle to fend for themselves. But
Okay, can we bring up the note and ask them if any equipment has been missing?
yes, this is not anything that I've seen. It's entirely possible that this because just yeah, it appears that this is a shopping list, but yeah, like definitely he can tell you what could be done with this sort of thing. Like these are all ship parts and navigation data that I don't know what purpose they would be gathering this, but it is certainly troubling. But none of that. We don't have any of that here. So if they if that was their purpose for coming here, and that was their kind of guise, then well, then it makes sense because we have never had any of that equipment here, and certainly there's no reason why we would gain it because those are only parts that would be found on a ship.
Specifically, a lot of it looks to do with propulsion, which is incredibly concerning.
Oh yeah, that
if we're
that sticks out to you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, quarantine or quarantinable objects and propulsion in the same sentence are not two things you want in the same sentence.
No, you're right. So, we're going to say that you guys can tell tensions are really, really starting to get up there. Like, they're minutes away from bloodshed at this point. But that's when you hear you hear a group of people approaching. Allow me to, just a second. You see it's been, you've had it some time here. So a figure and 8 others have gotten onto the plateau. The Weylander guards have them trained on them, but you also see that the refugees are cowering. Like, the moment these people make it into view, the refugees are diving for cover. Now, you have a feeling you know who this might be. Hello, she says.
Wonder if that's Mother Michaela.
Probably.
Yes. Welcome, hello. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Mother Michaela. She walks with graceful elegance. She's tall and lithe, but there's something that just isn't right. Her head is slightly too large. It's swollen and distended. Her arms and legs are bulky and just that little bit too long. Her eyes don't look at you. They look through you. Composed and sure of herself, she stops before you, an almost mesmerizing sight. A slight smile plays across her lips. I am searching for the crew of the vessel that so unfortunately crashed here a few months ago, and as well as the cargo, as they are good friends of ours, and we were hoping you may have seen them so that we may reunite.
Yeah, you're good friends, huh?
Yes, very, very good friends. Have you seen them?
I don't know, guys. You see anybody that said they were friends with Michaela?
Nope, I ain't seen no one who said nothing like that.
Not ringing any bells here.
I don't
Okay.
see how anyone would have survived, really.
Okay,
You saw the smoke plume.
Yep. Make me someone make me an observation roll.
I got it.
Someone rolled dice to see who rolls the dice.
Well, Cliff Torres took the initiative, so you can tell she does not believe you. Is that so? Well, I have strong reason to believe that they are here, and I do not consider this matter resolved. Until you are willing to give us that information and return the wayward sheep to their flock, you may not leave. If you attempt to leave, my ship has orders to open fire. And I guarantee you that your Solovetsky Island is not adequately armed to deal with 3 light railgun turrets and 2 short lance ASAT missile batteries. You guys know enough about ships to know that any one of those things could turn your ship into just dust, pretty much, with a solid shot. So,
Difference between an M1 Abrams and a UPS truck.
effectively, yes. Theirs appears to be... It must have been heavily modified, because the Heliades Class J vessel... Let me see. Which... Let me remind myself of which one that is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is normally not armed with anything, so they've clearly pimped out their ride, as the ancient Earth saying would go.
My character might be having a slight aneurysm as to how their hard points haven't completely shredded themselves out of port, but whatever.
Yeah.
They put a railgun on top of their railgun.
Yeah, they've got 3 light railgun turrets, yes. 2 short lance ASAT missile batteries. So,
Well, lady, I don't run this place, so I don't know what you're talking to me for. But if you had friends around here, I think they would have given you a warm welcome.
if you wish
I don't
to
see
be
anybody rolling out the red carpet.
So, Zuma and Yen look like they're about to step forward towards Mother Michaela. You have a feeling you know what they plan to do. And you can see that Bidan... And as these people have grown, or kind of approached, others have kind of come to join. They are curious to what's going on. You see an unfamiliar... someone you haven't talked to yet, but he appears to be someone that the actual workers of this society very greatly respect. But anyways, you can see that tensions are reaching. This is a powder keg that's about to explode. Yen and Zuma are. They seem like they're about to speak up. Vidon is trying to get in their way. They are not. They're not having a good time. Do you guys want to try and intervene in this, or do you want to just let it go down?
I think we should intervene.
Yep.
All right. Actually, with that, are there any very obvious communications and devices in this universe that don't need to be specifically large to reach long ranges? Is that correct?
Yeah, it depends. Basically from what I've seen, it's basically whatever the plot demands. So,
Of course it is.
But
So I can't just assume that big, large box instead of an earpiece is going to be what she's using. So,
I mean, usually it's kind of retrofuturism. So like, there's not like microchipped like type devices like.
yeah. But as things have gone further, it's been kind of a bit hit and miss with that.
Yeah, exactly.
I get you though.
But
would there be any way I could check and see if she is holding any sort of major communications equipment that I might assume she would be able to talk with said ship to, kill us all with?
Yeah, just make me an observation. Okay, roll me panic.
Had to find the button.
But I'm going to give you the success because I think it will make your panic that much more plot-driven, meaningful. You realize that Mother Michaela is not a person. She is an android, which makes the fact that her model is so deviant from anything you've ever seen. It almost looks partially transformed, like it's mutated, but that shouldn't be possible. It's not a living thing. And yet, it's somehow... It's just... It freaks you out.
It's changed.
Yeah, it has changed.
Albeit...
Yeah.
But, to my understanding, there are actually, I think, slight organic elements towards alien-type androids, or alien universe androids, but not much. I think, like, specific organs and such.
Yeah.
But I don't know the specifics. But otherwise, you're correct to the best of my knowledge past that.
Yeah, it should not be, like, they should not be...
Yes, what you're describing here should not be possible.
Yeah, yeah, the proportional changes, the kind of slightly bulbous head, the weird limb proportions, like, that is not typical of an android make, and that's not something that would just change.
Yeah, that's not something that was grown. That was something that was built in the factory, and then stuff was put on it.
Put on it, or something that was able to, like, somehow mutate, like, artificial life.
Yeah.
So...
Don't we all gain a stress level from...
Yes, you see him kind of just, like... He's kind of looking, observing, then just stops, freeze. And you guys all, But...
Sorry.
Oh, it's
All right.
All right.
Have you seen the wreckage? Have you been to the ship?
I think we both know the answer to that, she'll say. With, her smile becomes, a bit more malicious.
So you think anybody survived that?
I think we both know the answer to that as well.
Well, if you know so much, why are you here asking us?
I wanted to give you at least the illusion of choice. Well, perhaps a demonstration is in order. She doesn't even need to say a word. Her ship that is kind of hovering at low altitude, just it's a miss. It's aimed. It barely misses your ship, but you can tell that was very much unintentional.
Deliberate.
Yes, exactly. But so, are you sure? Are you sure about your answer?
Is she standing on a bridge?
She's just past the bridge.
Ah.
But
And nobody has a grenade launcher.
unfortunately,
I'm gonna turn...
well, technically Hamida does, sort of. But
turn towards the village leaders and say, "Are you guys gonna speak up or what?"
I say we give him up. This is the lives of the Weylanders are not worth this, especially not for some senile old man. Yen is speaking.
As much as I hate to admit it, I am here for a lot more people than just a few spare crewmates. We can't do that if our ship is rubble.
Vidon's going to but these are human lives we're talking about. These are people who have every right to exist just as much as you or I. we can't just throw them to the wolves.
Yeah, but 3 here or 3,010 years down the line. Pick one.
Okay. Well,
I hate it. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I hate it. Sorry, I don't mean to be picking up your accent.
no, it's
but-
okay.
But it's I'm just gonna turn away.
Okay. What do the rest of you guys want to?
They have a very persuasive railgun.
Sorry, Don, but that sort of firepower is eye-opening.
Okay. So you guys want to give the refugees up?
It sounds like we have to. We might be able to take their little force here with all the guards, but we have nothing against their ship. Unless, yeah, I don't know.
Unless, Don, you're hiding some anti-air guns somewhere, but...
Unless the Dawn has a whistle to the ferals to come help.
Well, at this, you guys start to see, as you guys are talking more about giving up the refugees, that figure that you hadn't ever quite talked to before. The workers are starting to get more riled up. They seem to be vehemently opposed to the idea of the current going on. It seems like one way or another, there is likely going to be a lot of death. Now, you guys don't know for sure if because well, you know what? Before anything, Michaela has you can tell she's lost her patience. I am not going to deal with this. Just to kind of blink in a second. I've ordered some of my devotees to overload the atmosphere processors. It will explode in 3 hours with the force of 15 megatons. You will all die, but it is a pity, for you could have joined the Children of the Two Divines and lived your lives in glorious pursuit of perfection. If you attempt to leave, I will shoot your ship down. If you wish to live, place the refugees alone on the plateau by your shrine. Leave them there for us to collect. Once they are aboard, you will be free to depart. Don't think you can repair the processors. I've sent some friends to keep you occupied. And, if that wasn't bad enough, you see... Let's... Two dark silhouettes start to climb up the sheer cliff faces. They're these almost humanoid, at least in overall shape, but their heads are long and they almost have a blade. Like, their head is almost shaped like a cleaver. They've got, like, just this tiny little... You can't even really see what it is. It's a mouth, but it almost looks like it's a sling, like a goblin shark. As they climb up.
Yeah, maybe I should have made a completely non-combat character.
But so, is your final decision to give up the refugees?
Well, guys, I don't know what those things are, but I can tell you one thing, they're deadly.
Yeah, they look pretty nasty.
Yep, they, you can see everybody else on the plateau is absolutely starting to panic. These things are just barely restrained, as if by some almost, like, extrasensory, like, leash is placed on them.
We have to give him up. We're no use dead.
Finally, someone's speaking some sense around here. Yen kind of stands up. She shoves Vidon and Zuma aside. Guards, let's get this over with. Now, the workers, led by this figure, are going to try and revolt. But, with just a look, Mother Michaela just glances and says, I'm finding them quite annoying. Take care of them. And these two creatures just start shredding the crowd. Like, they have these sling-like jaws that kind of come out and just rip limbs from bodies. And just like that, a solid half of the colony is dead. That includes the guards. About those few that are left gather up the refugees and they bring them to the shrine. They also bring the Zuma and Vidon. Mother Michaela continues her, it's a light smile. There's no real emotion behind it, just pure malice. Just, like, if you never really thought that there was just truly pure evil, now you're not quite sure. But, thank you.
I'll mention it.
She's going to, with her devotees, she is going to go over to the shrine and she tells you, come, you're going to want to see this. You get the feeling that it's not a suggestion, as the two creatures start to they start to close in. Yen kind of triumphantly walks up.
Alright. We gotta go.
Now, as if speaking from... You're not sure exactly who she's speaking to. Maybe to her devotees, but... As you can see, we have found those who fled our flock because they feared perfection. They feared the the greatness that we are going to achieve, that we will bring to the Middle Heavens. They feared the destroying angels. They did not have faith. And for that, these heretics must be punished. That includes those who stood in our way, she says, looking to Bidan and Zuma. Yen has a coy smile on her face. Have a nice fall. With that, her devotees push all of the 19 remaining refugees off of the cliffs. That includes Vidan, Zuma, and now those that are left include Yen, 7 Weylanders, and 3 workers. Apparently satisfied, Mother Michaela turns to you. I'm glad we were able to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. But, I fear you might have a timeline that you are, operating under. You may want to get going. But, rest assured, we will meet again. With that, they will, Mother Michaela and the devotees and the creatures all disappear into back down towards the jungle, and their ship departs. Yen seems satisfied, at least until the mention of a timetable. Fuck! 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 You gotta take us with you.
I don't suppose they didn't destroy the atmosphere processors, huh?
You see a little explosion from the northeast where the reactor was. Or is, rather.
Define little.
Like,
What you're about to say.
yeah, think like in Aliens, you know, when the atmosphere processor started kind of having those little like plasma like bursts just before it was going to explode. You know, when like Bishop points it out to the Marines, like that.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, I was about to say, do I need to know whether or not it is larger than my thumb at arm's length?
No, luckily not yet. But
Well, that is good, because it won't be, and we need to get off this daggum rock.
Yep.
You know, Commander, I think she might know a lot more about the children than she's been leading on this whole time. Might be able to get something out of her.
Yes, let's do that on the ship.
Yeah, I
Possible.
mean, if the daggone atmosphere is going to go sideways, then we don't want to be on the rock. I've already seen what goes on when you tweak with it a little bit. I don't want to see what happens when it gets tweaked a lot of it.
okay.
If that thing goes hot, it's going to be a lot more than the air that's going to be sideways.
All right, Yen, get me the long data discs, and we can get out of here.
She Well, they were on Vidon's person, but I managed to make a little copy. She smiles, and I don't like the idea of leading an empire of ash, but we all deal with the hand we're given. And with that...
Oh yeah, and Marty, can we take Tarzan with us?
Oh yeah, is
That's
he
what I'm
still
calling
hiding
our
under a pile of
savage
leaves?
guy.
Yeah,
That is now his name.
okay. I will duplicate the sheet, the character
Awesome.
sheet, and give it a name. And if any of you guys ever decide that that's who you want to be as your next PC, if your PC dies, I will have the character sheet ready.
That is much appreciated. If I may ask, how far are these sheer cliffs?
They're about, it's about 100-meter drop.
Oh.
It's sheer vertical.
Oh. Yeah, nobody's surviving that.
Yeah. So, you guys, get onto your, you guys get your ship, and, you're back on the Solovetsky Island. You just managed to get back up when you see the massive explosion. And the entire area, the colony, the plateau, just kind of... just... It's just no longer there.
Well, that went well.
It's a marginally red spot after a while.
Yeah. So, yeah, you would be able to do, like, prospecting elsewhere on the planet, but that area is a dead zone.
Well,
Marty, I gotta hand it to you. Every single part of this mission got fucked up, but we're still back alive in one piece.
So
I mean, that's a plus in my book.
Yeah, so
I
you
didn't
guys,
expect that to be the bar we were trying to pass, but you know what? I'll take it.
So,
And I gotta offer him, you want a cigar, boss?
Sure thing, bud.
okay. Now,
Are they Mexican?
No, he just carries a pack of cigars, that he smokes on a good day. In this case, just being alive is good enough.
That works.
just trying to find out my...
Well, should we interrogate our friend now?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'll now all of you get, let's see. One... Or actually, I'll do this, a little bit later, because some of you might have, NPCs, or not NPCs, might have personal agendas that you might be able to get to, at this time, but... Yep, go ahead.
All right, Yen. You were pretty eager to have your co-CEOs tossed to the wolves.
Well, corporate life is, corporate life leaves no room for leaving things half done. I'm glad that you were able to help me get what I wanted, which was I wanted to be the only one in charge.
Well, you're now in charge of a giant pile of ash.
I'm sure we can rebuild. The world has enough resources.
Rebuild, honey. If there's any fallout there, there's no rebuilding in your lifetime.
I'm sure they'll have a cushy desk job back home for me. Or, well, I'll be set for life. There's a reason I'm a CEO.
A CEO of what, miss?
Weyland Corporation?
We did tell you that Weyland got, merged with Utani way back when.
Right. She's...
Yeah, so... I don't think you got a position, miss.
But if Crater Executive Officer is what CEO means, we'll be happy to send you back.
Take a story point for that. That is too good. That is too good. I said I wouldn't do it, but that one is too good, and it's plot relevant, so I'm giving it. So, yeah.
There are some other possible fertile locations on this planet. We could drop you off on another continent, have you set up shop there. Then you can be a CEO.
Yep. And you guys, that would actually fulfill one of your contractual obligations, if you actually did that, and actually followed through on it.
Yeah, we might as well go look for something shiny.
All things considered, we should, because at the end of the day, we still need to do the job.
Okay.
I'll get on the atmospheric reports, see if I can find a place outside the fallout.
Yeah, so here is the map of the planet. You can kind of, like, on the scale of the entire planet, it's really just that little X that's no longer around. But like each of the regions are perfectly fine.
And just between us, she seems a little crazy and vindictive, and I don't want her aboard my ship.
I mean, the sooner we boot her off, the better.
Okay, so if you guys want to go kind of do some prospecting, you guys have the rules for that. I've got them in in one of the handouts. So
I would love to do some prospecting.
All right, so I'm guessing you want to do it by air.
I mean, we are in the ship.
Yeah, so which region do you want to try and prospect in?
Northern region.
Okay, north. So the
mountains cut by sky blue lakes.
Okay, so that's going to be a
Sure sounds pretty.
Okay, so you're going to first things first. Michael, make me an observation for your prospecting roll, basically.
Do I get any bonuses?
I believe this is just flat observation, because these bonuses go towards these are
right,
like
towards the resources.
Yeah, towards what you actually. Okay, I'm going to say panic doesn't really apply here, just in this circumstance. So you're going to get a +1 to your. You're actually going to get a +2 to the 10 die of your D66 roll, because +1 for the additional success and +1 for the resource potential. So, roll me a D66. Okay, so that's going to be modified into a 62. You find a supply of underground water, clean and fresh. Now let me roll me 1d6. Okay. Got it. Let me just write that down. Okay. There we go. So, you guys want to set up your little, a little kind of. It's gonna be it's actually gonna be pretty picturesque. Think like, you ever go, seen like the Canadian Rockies?
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yep, no worries.
No, I have a picture for it.
Perfect.
There we go. Shared
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah, that's yeah, you've got the just, and so I'm guessing so your ship, one of the main things that you guys carry is basically kind of stuff for to like start the colony building, like kind of let me just find the, where is it? Yeah, you guys are able to have enough to set up to kind of start the colony building process, and but as you're doing so, this is about the time that you would expect to do a debrief. So
To do a what?
Debrief.
yeah, you're gonna do a. Yeah, so this is gonna be where we assess the bonus situation, and basically you're filing a report. So you're filing this report back to your the Walter model android Gaius on the UNCSS. You know, that word that I can't pronounce because it's not a language I don't speak. So you've got them on comms now. Tell me, what were the results of your trip to Dillon Colony? What happened?
Well, the original colony was basically destroyed. There were some survivors that were in the on higher levels in the jungle, and there was an incident with a cult called the Children of the Two Divines. Anyway, we relocated the colony to another location, and hopefully it will have some potential.
At this, Yen is gonna kind of butt in a little and say, "Yes, I am the leader of the Dillon colony in question, and thanks to the PCs, but I was able to make things work so that we will be able to join the Middle Heavens once more, and we will be able to make things get onto the right foot. So I expect you will be in contact, and that the new Weyland Yutani will have a contract set up for me. So, guys, this seems to be taking this corporate person rather seriously. You have a feeling she's trying to steal your credit."
what she means is her actions got lots of people killed, and the whole colony vaporized from the face of the earth.
And the alternative was seeing the colony vaporized and the Great Mother mission jeopardized anyways, because you saw the ship that the children had. We had no choice. It was thanks to my willingness to compromise that we got into.
Right. So your compromise was to have the children destroy Wei assets without any way, shape, or form of trying to negotiate?
I'm gonna say choose someone to make your an opposed manipulation roll.
I will.
Yeah, like one of your crew is going to do an opposed manipulation roll because this is going to dictate some of the bonus situation.
What's your manipulation?
Am I gonna turn off
Your
stress right now, or?
Yeah, you can. You guys can all reset your stress because first off, geez, your critical injury is healed because the prospecting that you did took a week. Okay, so let's see.
Push it.
Never mind.
Do you want to push it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Could I try to aid his roll?
Yes, I will allow it, and then I'll let him re-roll with. Wow. Well, let's see if.
Looks like we're not getting paid, boys.
I think Gaia says. I think Yen makes a good point here. We will make sure that you have everything set up for your proper administration of the new setup colony. It is most disappointing that the original site of the colony could not be saved, but sometimes these things are inevitable. We knew this getting in. So, with that said, what do you believe?
Actually,
what are your recommendations?
why would we try to take credit for that horrible mission?
Well,
let's hang all those deaths on her, why not?
You have a feeling that the company doesn't give a shit about deaths. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, Dreamer, this seems absolutely just to a T typical.
Yeah, and I can't say much.
Yeah, so... Any recommendations for the future of, well, it's technically not Dylan Colony anymore, but for KOI 78401. What is your assessment of the potential and future of this planet? How will it best be integrated back into the UNISC? What resources should we focus on extracting? What should the purpose of this colony be?
Well, they got some really goddamn nice water up north. So maybe a bottling plant?
We are always
get you some of that natural spring water?
Yep, we always do need fresh water. It is the vital ingredient of life, and a discovery. A well-earned discovery.
I got it. I got a great name for it. Call it Bitch Springs.
For that, I will
that
give
water
you
be bitchin'.
For that, I will give you an additional. I'll give you an additional 10% onto what your discovery is worth. So now that bonus, that source that you got That was worth $600 total, split among all of you.
And I'm assuming that ain't in 1920s money.
Unfortunately not. That's in the Weyland Yutani fun bucks currency, as I like to call it.
Ah, fantastic. I might be able to get a down payment on a candy bar with that. Oh wait, I already did that joke.
But
I'm sorry I rolled so poorly on
no,
that.
that was actually one of the higher possibilities of rolls. You got into the upper 3 tiers.
Oh, it was
Okay.
meaning on my 1
Oh,
on the D6.
oh,
We
yeah.
could have gotten a way bigger slice of that pie.
But you also get the feeling that they're always going to try and screw you out of
Out of as much money as possible.
yeah. But with now comes the time where you might request bonuses based on things like anything that wasn't covered in your contract, anything that you think might be of financial or scientific value beyond that you found from prospecting, new specimens of potentially valuable assets, like Dreamer. It was a very smart idea for you to collect that organic acid residue, if you want to.
Yes, I do have that. It's still sitting in my shirt pocket in the vial, that sample vial that I did not have previously because I don't have CBRN kit.
But
So yes, I should probably bring that up.
Yeah. So do you want to? Because did the rest of you guys see him taking that sample? I imagine, since you didn't make any deliberate attempt to conceal it, that they probably did. But if you really want to, you can try and kind of take sole credit for the discovery.
I think my character would be against that.
Okay.
Kind of a goody two shoes kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So I'm gonna say that if you're gonna give all of them extra salary and kind of share it throughout the crew,
Hey, rising tide.
Yeah, roll me a d10. I'm gonna say all of you get 6 weeks of extra, because this whole thing took a week, so you get a week's salary, and then you're gonna get an extra 6 weeks of salary on top of that as part of your bonus. After Dreamer kind of turns in his discovery of the organic acid residue. Each of you has in your contract your weekly salary, so you will be able to add that plus 6 times that to your kind of inventory.
And then what is it, 150 for the water, split 4 ways?
It is 660 because he came up with that great name. Split 4 ways, yeah. Now,
Alright, I'm gonna have to keep a spreadsheet. Can you help me out with my cash here?
yeah, so if you go to your contract, it will tell you how much your weekly salary is. Let me trying to remember which color is which. Okay, yours is blue, so I'm not gonna give you, because each of you technically has different salaries, so
I know, I'm just trying to
yeah,
get all the math right.
Yeah, so you get 1 plus, so you get 7 weeks salary off of this mission, each of you, and then yeah, so
it's 7 weeks salary plus $165.
Yes.
I got mine figured out.
Yeah, mine's good.
Okay. Now, Gaius is going to, this is something we'll deal with off screen, but he's going to ask you where you think you should survey next, and he will potentially give you another kind of colony to look at, though you also do have the other 2 circle ones, but we will deal with that specifically, which one you want to do off stream, and we'll just make sure to do it before the next session so that I know which one to prepare for. But yeah, next you guys can choose.
What about experience points?
Yeah, that is now what we're gonna do. So you all get 2 XP because I didn't award any XP last session, so all of you get 2 for each of those. Now, did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda? If you complete your personal agenda, you got a story point.
I'm gonna say no, I didn't do anything.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be on an individual basis. I'll trust you guys to kind of... So yeah, if the answer to the question is yes, then you gain an XP. So then, did you risk your life for your buddy or for your buddy PC? If so, put one XP.
I almost got gutted.
Yeah. So, yeah, that would qualify. Did you challenge or stand up to your rival PC?
No.
Okay. Did you make a panic roll?
Yep.
Yes.
Did you overcome a dangerous event? Yes. I would say yes. Did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
I think I did.
Yeah, I would say all of you did. Because...
We were all present.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
found the letter.
So we did find the letter, and we found
And he did
a
find the letter. I did
mysterious
forget that.
egg creature thing.
Yeah. So...
Yep.
Yeah, that qualifies. Absolutely. Let me just get into So, did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind?
I can't think of anything extraordinary I did.
In terms of within the context of the actual story, no. Not for me, at least.
Okay.
I got 4 successes on a simple climb, but I don't think that counts for this.
I mean, would blowing a guy's head off with a flare count as extraordinary?
I would say your character if your character has not like killed another person before, then yes, I would say.
I don't think Amos has.
Okay, so then yeah, that would count.
Wrestling gators and roughing up people, but I think that is the first person that Amos would have actually killed.
Okay. Yeah, and then did you earn any money? If so, well, that's 1 XP. And then we'll discuss how you guys spend your XP. You guys know how...
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be between... And then also changing buddy and rival kind of thing. After the end of session, you are free to change your buddy and rival PCs as you see fit. But now, the last thing. So, between the expeditions, you guys can each take center stage and narrate a scene involving your character, how you're using the downtime, who you're spending with, what they're doing. Might be an emotional moment, or funny, exciting, or just completely mundane. But whatever it is, it belongs to you and your player character. So, but other players are encouraged to build and develop the same scene if they wish to do so. So that, or if you want to hear about how the rest of the Great Mother mission is doing, I can do that.
I vote we hear about the Mother mission.
I could go for that.
Okay. Everybody?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I probably could do a individual thing, but consensus is to hear about the Mother mission.
Okay.
I mean, Amos is literally just going to be looking for some armor. Because getting stabbed and seeing Cliff stabbed.
I'm
Kind of
probably
suck.
going to inquire to, correct me if I'm wrong, Cliff is the one with the 44?
Yes.
You, as to, I was useless back there. Can you teach me how to use that thing? And I point at the firearm of which I have absolutely no knowledge of how to use and have probably never touched one of any variety at any point.
Okay. If you do that, are you wanting to like gain a point in like range combat or something, or?
At some point, yes.
Okay, because yeah,
More
you
so
can do
just
that.
doing it for RP, I'll probably just put XP towards it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Or, yeah.
yeah, that's RPing it is the way that you would get that you would kind of put the XP into it.
I just know in some of the previous stuff, the way whenever we were doing non-XP related sort of pseudo one-shots.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so if you got, do you guys
Sure,
want to? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna. Sure, I can teach you a thing or two.
Thanks.
But watch out, she kicks like a mule.
She looks like she does.
Okay, so you guys find out about a maintenance failure on the main mothership, and 300 sleeping colonists are dead as a result.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit.
Marty, I hope your kids weren't part of that 300.
300? 3,000. I wasn't hearing too well.
300.
Okay, that's better.
It sounds like Marty's gonna have to make some phone calls to see if his kids are okay.
And while you're calling, ask if they're needing another tech. I'll see if I can get over there and help unless y'all need me for something.
Okay. Well, that covers downtime, and that covers this expedition called Go My Own Dark Way. You guys will find in the meta puzzle handout that a new piece has been added. But that is this expedition, and we will decide between now and whenever we have our next session, if it's next Saturday or if, we have to wait till after the holiday. It all depends on what people's schedules are. We'll decide that later, but we will decide where you guys want to go next and go from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first foray into a bit of a darker, I would say, a darker.
Yeah, try not to roll as good next time. That
Yeah.
was crazy.
That was very
Dark
crazy.
absolute train wreck.
Yeah, that was. I'm very glad that I was not about to let a PC die in like the first real session. That Alien RPG is meant to be fatal, but when I've already
That was a little bit more fatal than you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't want to have a character die before they have a chance, before that death has a chance to like be potentially like impactful on the story, because it's like then they're just a red shirt.
Exactly.
So
It's like we can't die during character creation. At least give a slight bit of buff.
yeah, exactly.
Even though it depends.
But
We
Yeah,
should.
This is very dystopian. Like,
Yeah.
we basically at the end let a bunch of people die and put a psycho in charge of a colony.
Yeah, though that's not very
Because
dystopian.
the
That's
alternative
just
was
real
hitting
life.
cannabis with
Yeah.
speed.
Yep, there we go. But this has been a very good start to the campaign, and we'll see if that is the way that things are going to go in the future.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see.
Stream stops now.